Hello and welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. It's the seventh match of the Indian Premier League 2018, and what a match we had. We had the match going down to the last ball where one run was required for the Sunrisers Hyderabad against the Mumbai Indians, and Billy Stanlake coolly lofted it over the top for a boundary, and Sunrisers Hyderabad won the match against the Mumbai Indians, and Mumbai Indians got their second loss. But let me tell you, let's recapture that event. And so basically, it's all about this particular match today, which happened in the Indian Premier League 2018. It was played at the the Hyderabad side out, which is Sunrisers Hyderabad. It was played in Hyderabad, and there was lots of entertainment, I could say. There were a lot of performances from every individual player that I will talk about. But let's have a look. Before I go and talk about that match, the scene was set like this. Sunrisers were needing 11 runs of the last over, and look at the score. They were 137 for 9. Deepak Hooda was well set, but he only had the tail ender Billy Stanley for company, and Kane Williamson entrusted the responsibility when 11 runs were required of the final over to Hooda. In fact, not Kane. I'm sorry about it. Rohit Sharma, the Mumbai Indians captain, gave the ball to Ben Cutting to have a go, and 11 runs were required. And Deepak Hooda, as you know, he's someone who really hits the ball big, and what a shot from him. This was a wide Yorker he was trying for the wide Yorker, but in the process, Ben Cutting actually lost his length, and Hooda cleared his front leg, bended his knee, and sent it for a stupendous six over the extra cover. So definitely the battle was won in the first ball itself when 6 runs were hit. After that, Cutting got into his groove, and there were only 5 runs required, so there was no need for Hooda to really go and play any wild shot. So Cutting bowled to Hooda, the second delivery, and it was left alone, and it was called a wide. And then the next ball, that is the second ball, which is the legal second ball, which was bowled after the wide was bowled. Cutting ball to Hooda. It was a good length. It was angling quite outside the off stump. He tried to slash at it, but actually missed it. And the third delivery, which he bowled, Hooda managed to get a single. He actually hit it to the right of long off and trooped off for a single. Now Mumbai Indians would have sensed their chance, because now the equation was 3 needed of 3 balls. So basically 2 to actually go and tie it, and 3 to win. In fact, it was 3 runs were needed, and let's see what happened. So Stanley was at the crease, and definitely Hooda would have been under great tension, no doubt about it. Sunrisers Hyderabad group would have been in tension. Billy Stanley is a tall batsman, as you know, and he was actually taking strike against his Australian teammate, which was Ben Cutting. And the very first ball Stanley received, Cutting actually strayed onto the pads, and Stanley managed to just tickle it away onto leg side, and they scampered across for a single. So now the equation was 1 to tie and 1 to win. The 5th delivery, Hooda was on strike, but now this was very interesting. Now Hooda had actually got the scores level, because Cutting, as I said, got into his groove, and this time he bowled a very good delivery. He banged it in short, in fact, he managed. Hooda managed to get a single, so that had the scores tied on 147. Now Stanley was on strike. And it was really a tension-ridden one. Both the teams had a chance. And see what happened. In fact, Stanley surveyed the scene. He had a look at the field, 1 run to get, and Stanley, what he did is he decided the only way to go was to go over the top, and he managed to connect the ball from a slow ball from cutting. Stanley picked it up and swiped it over the mid-wicket region for a boundary, and there was absolute celebration in the Sunrisers Hyderabad camp and a palpable relief as well, as Sunrisers Hyderabad won the match by 1 wicket of the final delivery. So we had a match going all the way down to the wire. What a scintillating match we had here at Hyderabad. Now, having given you the final over, which was the most exciting part of this, let's get into talking about this particular match. So talking about this match, Sunrisers Hyderabad were the ones who actually won the toss, and they decided to invite the Mumbai Indians to bat first on this particular pitch. Well, the Mumbai Indians, I have to say, they totted up a score of 147 for 8. Now look at the bowling from the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowlers. I mean, each and every bowler contributed. Sandeep Sharma, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 25. Bowled well. As you know, he gets the ball to swing. He's like a Praveen Kumar-like bowler. Billy Stanley was a bit costly, but didn't matter. 2 for 42 for him. But look at the bowling figures of Rashid Khan. I mean, he was one out of, even though you don't see any maidens on his bowling card, one can say that he bowled 18 dot balls. So that is 3 maiden overs according to me. And he gave up with 13 runs and picked up 1 wicket. So that really tells you how Rashid Khan throttled the Mumbai Indians. I mean, the pressure started building. Rashid Khan was bowling tightly. The Mumbai Indians were attempting their strokes, and they were their wickets were falling. Siddharth Khan, and because of that, Rashid Khan throttling them with that 4 overs, it really put immense pressure. And Siddharth Khan capitalized by picking up 229 of his 4 overs. Shakib Al Hasan 4 overs, 1 for 34, and the Mumbai Indians were kept to 147 for 8. Now, as far as the Mumbai Indians batting went, Evan Lewis contributed an aggressive 29 of just 17 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes, but Siddharth Kaul bowled him a wonderful ball, and that was the knuckle delivery, and he has mastered it, and he got Evan Lewis clean bowled with the knuckle delivery. He's gone for 29. Rohit Sharma's contribution was 11 of 10 balls before Stanley picked up his wicket, 1 4 and 1 6. Ishan Kishan was also a victim of the bowling of Siddharth Kaul. Siddharth Kaul picking up some 2 good wickets there of 9 balls, 2 fours. But Surya Kumar Yadav decided to stay at the crease and see what he could do best. He contributed 28 of 31 balls with 2 fours and 1 6 before Sandeep Sharma picked up Surya Kumar Yadav's wicket. Krunal Pandya made 15 of 10 balls with 2 fours. Kieron Pollard blasted 28 of 23 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Falling a victim to Stanley. Ben Cutting was bowled by Rashid Khan for 9, and Rashid Khan, as I said, was really making life difficult for the Mumbai Indians, and that really added more pressure on the Mumbai Indians batsmen. Sangwan was out for naught, Markande was not out on 6, Bumrah not out 4, and 147 for 8 was what Mumbai Indians finished with. And to me, it was not a par target at all, 147. And now it was the turn of the Sunrisers Hyderabad to actually chase the total, and they decided to open with Riddhiman Saha and Shikhar Dhawan. And definitely Riddhiman Saha and Shikhar Dhawan blasted the Mumbai Indians bowlers. In fact, it was the first Sangwan was the one who was getting the maximum tap. Bumrah was also taken for runs. Ben Cutting went for runs. So all the pace bowlers basically started leaking away runs, and I thought it was a very good start by the Sunrisers Hyderabad batsman. Shikhar Dhawan, one knows that he's in the pink of form. As I said yesterday on my Twitter, that Shikhar Dhawan is someone that you have to pick up his wicket early because he's in some great form, and once again he showed that. And then once that was over and 62 runs were added by his opening pair, the sensational leg spinner Mayank Markande was on show, and he was the cynosure of all eyes, no doubt about it. Look at his bowling. I mean, he came in and immediately struck, getting his googly there, and Riddhiman Saha could not read him properly. He was gone. LBW ball Markande for 22 of 20 balls, 3 fours. Shikhar Dhawan was doing a good job. He was stroking the ball very well. but Kane Williamson's wicket was taken by Mustafizur Rahman for 6 or 4 balls with 1-4, and suddenly things started really going Mumbai Indians' way, as Markande was the one who started it. First he picked up Ridhiman Saha, then he added the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan by getting Shikhar Dhawan to top edge a ball, and Bumrah took a good catch inside the fence, but not before Shikhar Dhawan had contributed a very attractive 45, 28 deliveries, 8 fours included in that knock. Manish Pandey was the next victim of Markande, the third victim for Markande, trying to play against the leg break of Markande, paid the price. He was gone for 11 of 8 balls with 1-4, and Shakib Al Hasan chopped on to the stumps to Markande for 12 to put immense pressure on the Sunrisers Hyderabad innings, with the score standing at 107 for 5 at that stage in the 13th over, and still some work to be done. Now they still had hope with Deepak Hooda and the other big hitter Yusuf Pathan at the crease, and then so Markande had done his job. He had picked up 4 wickets, and Markande continues to impress, I would say, and tremendous bowling, good variations, got his googly, got his length right, and he is someone who is becoming very difficult to pick up for the batsman. And Yusuf Pathan was there along with Deepak Hooda. Deepak Hooda was trying to rein himself in. He knew that his presence is going to be very, very vital. He might be needed at the end, and it was so right that Bumrah came in for his spell and picked up the wicket of Yusuf Pathan for 14 of as many balls with 2 fours, and Rashid Khan also was claimed for a duck by Bumrah of the very first ball he received, to put a lot of pressure on the Sunrisers Hyderabad batsmen, as the score read 136 for 7, and then more trouble as Mustafizur Rahman in the penultimate over went on to knock off Siddharth Kaul and Sandeep Sharma for knots, and that left this Sunrisers Hyderabad innings at 137 for 9. And as I said, I already recreated the last over, which was bowled by Ben Cutting with 11 runs, and finally Deepak Hooda really made his presence felt as he kept his cool, decided to rein himself in till the final over, and look at the result. After that wonderful 6, the stupendous 6 that he hit off Ben Cutting over extra cover, he finished off with an unbeaten 32 of 25 balls, 1-4 and 1-6, a very important knock at that. Billy Stanley kept his cool, not out on 5-2 balls, game over, and the Sunrisers Hyderabad winning against the Mumbai Indians, and Mumbai Indians have lost their second consecutive match here after losing to the Chennai Super Kings the other day, and Sunrisers Hyderabad picked up 2 points. Well, the bowling, well, I have to first talk about Markande. Markande, as I said, is proving out to be a sensational bowler in this Indian Premier League 2018, as he wheeled away 4 overs, where gave away 23 runs and picked up 4 wickets, and he was the one who really gave the hope for the Mumbai Indians there. But unfortunately, it was all taken away in the final over. Sangwan 2 overs was costly, none for 19. Bumrah could have bowled much better than his figures suggest. 4 overs no made in 232. Ben Cutting 4 overs none for 40 was costly. Kunal Pandya went for 10 runs of his 2. Mustafizur Rahman did a good job, especially getting those 2 wickets in the penultimate over definitely helped things. Mustafizur Rahman 4 overs no made in 24 runs and 3 wickets. And the man of the match going to Rashid Khan for his brilliant spell of 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 13, very bold, 18 dot balls in his 24 balls. So that will really tell you how well Rashid Khan bowled. Well, dear fans and subscribers, today time is a big constraint for me. I have to stop at this, but I can tell you that tomorrow the game coming up is between, I reckon it is between Royal Challengers Bangalore, and I'm trying to see whether I can lay a hand on that. In my reckoning, it's Royal Challengers Bangalore for sure taking on the Kings 11 Punjab. Well, dear fans and subscribers, there's nothing else to really dwell on. As I said, I am short of time. It's about time for me to bring the curtain down on this daily cricket show by bidding you all a very good night.